Well, you'll see other horse-by-horse previews for the Randox Grand National, but I don't think you'll see any like this one. Today at Timeform Sport Life, we're going to attempt to go through the 40 runners in this year's race, the time it took last year's field to complete the second circuit. Dan Barber, Ben Linfoot, that's 4 minutes 53 seconds. That's 7.3 seconds per horse. No waffle, no confusion. If there's a horse you're not expecting, don't be saying, well, I don't really want that one. Just answer the question. That's all I'm saying.
The rules are clear, Dave.
The rules are clear. I'm going to say go, and we go. And that's it. Simple as. Rattle through 40 horses, and the time was up Minella times to complete that circuit last year. So, gentlemen, arm your weapons. Here we go. Under starters' orders. And they're off. First horse, Dan Barber, Minella times.
Historic winner for Rachael Blackmore 12 months ago, but 15 higher this time around.
Ben Linfoot, Delta work.
Well, he's trying to do a Tiger roll, Dave, and winning this for Jigginstown, and Gordon Elliott having won the cross country at Cheltenham.
Easy slam, Dan.
Speaking of cross country, I suppose, because his finest hour was winning the cross country at Cheltenham in 2020, but has had more P's than Birdseye in the interim.
Any second now, Ben?
Yeah, he was unlucky in this last year. Winner of the Bobby Joe, which is a good trial for this race, but he's £7 higher than last year now.
I mean, Jet got a fine sight up front here, didn't he? Oh, sorry, run well, Fred.
Yeah, 1 from 11 over fences is a bit off-putting. Very consistent and loads of form in these big handicaps, but he was brushed aside very quickly in the National Hunt Chase.
Scoop at an Italian restaurant, lost in translation.
Classy back form makes him fairly interesting off 157, but he's been struggling this year, so it's a no.
Flammable.
Error prone, he's got his work cut out.
Battle over Doyen.
I think he's going to struggle stamina-wise.
Oh, interesting. Bevo Saint, horse number 9.
Maybe had his chance last year, and he's obviously got a lot of ground to make up on that Bobby Joe form with a Scaria 10 and any second now.
Mark Blockelbonk said Mount Ida at the start of the year. What does Ben Linfoot say now?
I say she needs to brush up on her jumping, Dave, because she was jumping out to the right in the mares at Cheltenham. She really needs to buck up in that department.
Longhouse Poet.
Maybe a coming force, a newbie on the scene. Same trainer as number 6 Valverde. Nice prep over hurdles. A bit of an old school prep for this horse. He must be a big runner.
You like him. Fiddler on the Roof, all one word, Scoop.
I think we're ahead of where we were on the first take now.
What do you mean he wasn't first take?
We're doing well. Fiddler on the Roof's doing well as well. He ran a good race at Ascot, and I think he's a player.
So is Ollie Bell. He owns 2 for gold.
He does, and you've never realised that, actually. No? I do think he'll stay the trip. I think he's a thorough stayer, this horse, even though he's got form at Shorter. He'll get the right ride, but whether he's good enough to win off that mark is the question.
Santini.
He's only 10, Dave. I always thought he might be a Nash horse, but yeah, he struggled in the Gold Cup, didn't he? Hard to see him winning this.
Sam Crow.
His days of being a viable candidate for a race like this are a thing of the past.
Far Class.
Was only 7 last year when he ran a good 5th. Lightly raced this campaign. I think he's an each-way player.
Scaria 10.
Second season horse, still may have some potential as a stay, and I thought he went through that Bobby Joe like the best horse for a long way until maybe stamina swung it.
You said don't ride it. Davil does. It's good boy Bobby.
Yeah, didn't listen to me. Surprising that. Grand National winning jockey. But I think Good Boy Bobby might be a tad too keen here.
We've just jumped the canal turn. We're in trouble. Lord of Menil.
Yeah, speaking of jumping, a horse who doesn't do very well. Loads of form at Haydock, but on bottomless ground, the fences will surely get in the way.
Cocoa Beach.
Not a great strike rate, but he's only 7. But for a 7-year-old, he's pretty exposed, so I'm going to say no to him.
Rocha Counter.
Was in the wilderness for a while. I think injury intervened after he was a winner of the Ladbrokes Trophy, but he finds himself back off the same mark now.
Caribbean Boy.
Caribbean Boy, yeah. Darryl says he needs loads of space and time at his fences, and this is the Grand National. So.
Sounds like an ice cream. It's court made.
Yeah, first start for Henry de Bromhead, last year's winning stable, was with Thomas Mullins, has had sighters in Britain in the past, placed at Cheltenham 1 year, for instance, but I do think it's a bigger ask.
Discorama.
Let's all have a disco.
Kildisart.
No, let me finish.
We're running out of time. We've got to turn in Kildisart.
Not the choice of Darryl Jacob.
Dingo Dollar.
Dingo Dollar nearly won the Scottish National last year. No stamina queries. Half a chance at a big price.
Topville Ben.
A very likeable, resurgent horse of late. We had a really punishing race when Holstone wore him down at Haydock.
Enjoy Dalen.
Enjoy Dalen, yeah. Really interesting purchase for JB McManus towards the bottom of the weight.
Animal Fly.
I love JB.
JB.
No, lighter former days, 12 now, and has had his cracks in this in the past.
Freewheeling Dylan.
Irish Grand National winner, Dave. Must have a chance on that form, but hasn't shown much this season.
2 out last year, Class Conti.
A Mullins second rater that's probably going to keep one of mine out of the race by keeping the weights too high.
Cloth Cap.
Cloth Cap, yeah, John Joe's done well to get him pretty well handicapped, hasn't he? Went off favourite for this last year, but needs to show more.
Noble Yates.
A few people have liked him on the back of the prep. Shrewd connections, of course, but I do think stamina's a big question mark.
Mighty Thunder.
Mighty Thunder, last year's Scottish National winner for Lucinda Russell. Come on, let's get going.
Augusta Gold.
Another Mullins second rater.
Snow Leopardess.
Beecher Chase winner, Fine Jumper, would be a magnificent story. The first mare in lots of years.
Phoenix Way.
Will need lots of luck. He'll be creeping into it from the back, and he also has to prove himself at the trip.
Poker Party.
Poker Party, badly out of form for Henry de Bromhead.
Desi Elba.
Sandown specialist who does have a good run at Aintree over hurdles on his recent record.
4 side to go, Black Lion.
Black Lion, 13-year-old. He's had his chance in this race. He's not for me this year.
Yeah.
Almost, but almost perfection. If you hadn't repeated the horse's name after each time I said it, I think we'd have done it much more comfortably. Yeah, we've got to the canal turn. Thank you, chaps. There you are. That's our horse by horse guide to this year's Roundhouse Grand National in actually less time than it took Minella time to complete the second circuit last year. Good luck with your own Aintree bets this year. And if you'd run horse in the sweepstake, well, watch the video again. Find out our very brief thoughts on them.